The Black Cross Project is a campus-wide initiative poised to start a dialogue about race and the meaning of social justice in the United States. 300 black crosses will be displayed for 1 week in representation of the number of unarmed people of color who have died in police custody or have been killed by officers in the past 3 years. The black crosses not only represent the people who died, but signify the enduring historical legacy of racism and racial profiling in American society. What are your thoughts on the term Black Lives Matter?
I think Black Lives Matter is important because it's very different from All Lives Matter, because black people are the most victimized group of institutionalized racism. They experience the most violence from police. They experience rejection from jobs in higher positions simply because of their race, whether people realize it or not.
Certain individuals, such as minorities, i.e. black people, they don't really have a say, or their lives aren't seen as important as certain other races. So this is when people try to take a certain aspect, such as police brutality, and trying to say, okay, well, these are all the people you're targeting, so we're trying to prove that we're important too.
My thought on the term Black Lives Matter is that all lives matter, and when you're talking about racism and overcoming it, it's not about elevating a certain race, it's about equality between all races.
How would you say your race or ethnicity impacts your life?
I think it does impact everybody's life every day, but it's different depending on your race and ethnic background. I'm white, and I know that it does impact it, but just in ways that I can't really see because they're kind of ascribed and not really achieved.
Well, my race and ethnicity, being Chinese, impacts my life pretty significantly. We also have something called the bamboo ceiling, which is like the glass ceiling, and it's like a step that we can't cross because we're Asian. But we do have benefits from other people over other minorities because we're considered a model minority.
I would say that it determines where I'm going to end up in life.
Do you believe that you experience any advantages or disadvantages based on your race or ethnicity?
Absolutely. I don't get pulled over very frequently. I really don't get pulled over. I go through the Peace Bridge or any place where there's documentation and you have to show paperwork. I walk right through there. I don't get hassled. I don't get hassled because I'm a middle-aged white woman.
I think I do. It's just been assimilated so naturally into our culture that it's not even made to be or made to feel like it's an advantage. It's just how it is.
What are your thoughts on the term white privilege?
White privilege, I think, is something that people should at least acknowledge, because white privilege is definitely something that every white person has. From the day that they're born, they're less likely to be called out on things, they're less likely to be arrested in the streets, they can pull pranks on cops without getting arrested or killed for it, and I think it's something people should acknowledge.
I mean, I guess there is some instances in which it might, when it comes to hiring jobs, opportunity and stuff like that, when it comes to college enrollment, classes, things of that nature. Like I said, in Buffalo at least, I don't think that it's as prevalent as other areas in our nation.
How does race or ethnicity impact life at Buffalo State?
I think here on campus we have, I wouldn't say majority, but we have a lot of black students. So the racism here is definitely a lot less because we're surrounded. We're surrounded. We understand its culture, and we understand that these are just people, and they're not some alien group that we don't encounter.
That's a really good question. For me, what I like about Buff State is that it is a more integrated mix of people. I personally, because I'm an administrator in computing and technology, I don't really get to be out on campus with students and really understand what's going on. So in a way, I'm a little out of touch with that.
Well, I think this is a very diverse campus, and I think that this is a campus that offers equal opportunity for everybody, regardless of race or ethnicity.
Have you seen the Black Cross display on campus?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I really liked it. I passed by it with my friend the other day and we were like, wow, that shows a lot. Like more things like that need to be shown on campus. It shows that people are actually caring or they know what's going on in the world.
There's not only African Americans being killed by police officers. It's everyone. There's all. I'm sure if you looked at it, it's all across the spectrum of races. It's not just African Americans being killed. And I think that, again, it's separating them to the point where it's almost as if they're creating the racism themselves. They shouldn't be singling themselves out. It's equality. All people of all races are being killed by officers. And the fact is not that it happens, and a lot of the times it's crimes and they're being violent against the police officers.
I think it's a great thing to have. I think with the school with as much of a prevalence as a black population, I think it's important that we have something like that.